Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, if you saw the title, we're going to be doing a total drama iceberg. So, in case you don't know what an iceberg is, it is basically a chart or graph starting at the very top, which is the most common things somebody knows about a certain either property or series or things like that. And then as you go down the layers, you start getting into more obscure and obscure things until you get down to the bottom, which is either some creepy dark horse shit or things like that. Um, Other than that, I do hope you guys enjoy this video. It took a long time to actually put together all of the stuff for this. I know that I'm not the first person to do a total drama iceberg, because this video was inspired by Switchy, who did the iceberg before I did. But we're going to go on and start with the top layer of the iceberg. Alright guys, starting off with the very top of the iceberg, we have the canon winners. So, if you guys do not know, so every single season there is 2 finalists, as it should be, but there are no canon winners. Just like so in the first season, the 2 finalists were Owen and Gwen. Spoilers, but if you're watching an iceberg then about this series, then I'm pretty sure you've already seen it. But in certain parts of the world, Owen won. I live in the United States, so Owen won for me. But in other parts of the world, Gwen won. Same thing with season 2, where either Duncan or Beth won. Season 3, Alejandro or Heather. Season 4, Cameron or Lightning. Season 5, Mike or Zoe. And then also for Pakatu Island, I don't even remember because I didn't watch it. Alright, on to the second one, Mr. Coconut. In season 1, in one of the final episodes, I am not actually sure which one it is, the campers actually get washed away, and Owen ends up finding a coconut and naming it Mr. Coconut. I know it's a reference to one movie or another. I don't actually know what movie it is. But Mr. Coconut can be seen in a bunch of cameos throughout the entirety of the series. Feral Ezekiel. So, Feral Ezekiel was prominent in World Tour and onwards. After being kicked off of the plane in World Tour, Zeke decided to live in the cargo hold of the World Tour plane and living off of, rats and insects. Eventually becoming green and losing his hair and becoming the feral Ezekiel we all know today. Chris's baby plant. So in Revenge of the Island, we learned that Chris had a Venus flytrap, which I cannot actually remember the name of for the life of me. But in Revenge of the Island, we get to see the Venus flytrap after it's mutated. But apparently they're still friends, even though Chris the just left the piranha plants on a island full of nuclear waste. Camp TV. Camp TV was the name of Total Drama Island before it was named Total Drama Island. That's pretty much all I have to say about it. Beta designs. So, in case you guys don't know, people don't make up these character designs first try. They have to take a couple of times to make the character design. So, sometimes beta designs are accessible, and sometimes they actually use them in the show, like DJ's beta design and Duncan's beta design being used as interns and things like that. I will actually show a picture of some of the Revenge of the Island crew's beta designs. And as you can see, some of them look really different. Some of them aren't even in the show, but as you can see, sometimes they used beta designs later. Like Cameron's beta design was actually used for the Adversity twins in the Redonkulus race. On to the middle part of the iceberg, we're going to be starting off with Jeff's elimination. From what I think this is referencing is his elimination in season 1, which was actually really, really forced. As the writers were still figuring out how to actually eliminate somebody, including Lindsay's elimination as well. Just Jeff's elimination was forced, and that's all we really need to say about it. Dawn's powers. So, in Revenge of the Island, we learned that Dawn has the power to see aura and talk to animals. This is so far the only confirmed case of somebody actually having powers and, not being Leonard. Cartoon Network ruined Gwent and Dunkany. This is actually true, sadly. Cartoon Network broke up Gwen and Trent and Duncan and Courtney. I don't know the specific reasoning as to why, but it happened. The singing rule. In World Tour, the contestants had to sing in a song at least once per episode, and every contestant had to sing. But as people have pointed out in later Reddit threads and online, pretty much, this is broken most of the time in most of the episodes. Heather's plot armor. This is especially prevalent in season 1, where sometimes she randomly gets invincibility and things like that, but she kind of needed it since she was the main villain. And if she didn't get that, then she would have been kicked off in like episode 3. Beth paid Brady. So in the end of Total Drama Action, Beth actually sees her boyfriend, Brady, what she's been talking about for the entire series. Now, the theory says that Beth paid Brady to be able to look good on TV or in front of her friends. I personally do not believe this. I think that would actually be really cool if Beth and Brady were actually dating. That'd be kind of cool. Dawn's a fraud. I don't think this is true. I think Dawn does actually have powers because that would be really cool. Harold's Revenge of the Island cameo. So, as far as I know, Harold does not have a Revenge of the Island cameo, other than at the very beginning of the first episode where they're going on the boats, and they make the joke of they're not actually coming back. Other than that, I did a little bit of research into this one, and I did actually find a thing on Harold in the wiki, and it says that in Truth or Laser Shark, the contestants must complete the Mad Skills course, which is a phrase Harold used to describe his abilities. That might be the cameo that this iceberg is talking about, but I do not know. I personally believe that that's what it's talking about. Izzy's mental state. She's fucking crazy. What do you want me to say about this? She hit her head in action, right, and became a genius or something. She's just a crazy bitch, all right? Nothing else to that. All right, on to the shallow waters part of this iceberg. We're going to start off with Pocket 2 contestants were recycled from Mike's personalities. No, this is not true. I don't think this is true at all. That's all I have to say about it, pretty much. Ella's true nature. I do not know what this is referring to. The only thing that I can possibly deduce from this is how she got depressed after she was not asked out by Dave, and that might be her true nature, but that's all I have to say about that. I don't really know what this part of the iceberg is talking about. Duncan and Harold were intended to be a couple. I do not think this is true either. The only thing that this was like a theory in the first place is that Duncan commented that Heather was hot in like I think episode 1, and how Duncan helps Heather as well in later episodes. But that's about it. B's voice. So B doesn't actually speak, but he does have a yell whenever he is voted off in Revenge of the Island. Although no voice actor is credited, somebody must have done the voice, so here we are. Mal is the main personality. I do not think this is actually true. This is just a passing comment made by Duncan and Mal trying to freak out Mike in his brain in All Stars, but this is not true. Chef is DJ's dad. So I've never actually heard this theory before I started doing the Iceberg, but the theory is that Chef is DJ's dad off of what he does in action by cheating and trying to teach DJ how to be a man, pretty much. I'm pretty sure this is not true. It's just Chef try seeing himself in DJ and trying to make him more of, a manly man like he is. But this is not true. Alright, now heading on to almost the end of the iceberg, we're going to start with it was all in Chris's head. This theory states that the entirety of the Total Drama series was all portrayed in Chris's head. I'm pretty sure that the only piece of evidence for this is the fact that Chris is pretty much fucking insane. And also in his jail cell at the beginning of Revenge of the Island, he is putting on his little show in his cell, shouting out like the names of people. I'm pretty sure he shouted out Duncan's name as well. But that's all that this theory has to it. I wouldn't actually like say that it's a theory worth looking into, because yeah, but I just don't think it's true personally. Chris has connections with the government. This is also just a fan theory. I have not actually looked into this, so this is just my speculation, but pretty much I think it just says that Chris has connections with government authorities, as he is able to get, equipment like helicopters and a fucking jetpack, but that's pretty much it. Dead interns. You do actually see a couple of interns dying in the show. Hence in like the final episode of Total Drama Island, where they are testing out the beams over sharks, and one of them just jumps in and dies. And then also in World Tour, one of the interns is turned into a skeleton by the bugs. But that's it. Campers are metahumans. This would explain the amount of pain and being able to survive being shot out of a catapult and a cannon. This is basically just saying that all of the people that have ever participated on Total Drama in its entirety of the runtime are all metahumans that are able to endure, being hit with the bowling ball and falling off of just doing a belly flop off of a 5,000 meter cliff like they did in like the first and second episodes. So Scott is dead. So this is the theory that after Scott was eliminated from Revenge of the Island, he actually died because Fang got into his, little catapults and pretty much fucking ate him. As we know, Scott returned in All Stars and he was perfectly fine. He got out of the little robot thing he was in. So this is just a random fan theory going around. The sequels were fanfics. This is not true, I don't think. It's not. I'm firmly believing that this is not true. Alright, heading into the abyss. Total Drama Rama is canon. This is not true. Fresh TV has declared that Total Drama Rama is not canon at all. It would completely ruin the entire premise of the show, being random campers coming on and competing in challenges. So this is not true. The missing audition tapes. I think this is actually just referring to the audition tapes of the winners. As, if you guys don't know, at the end of every single episode of Total Drama Island, at least, I'm pretty sure it's Total Drama Island, there is a audition tape of the person who got kicked off. Now, on Total Drama Island, there is not an audition tape for Owen and Gwen because they were finalists. The Al Tyler video is canon. So I had no idea what this is until I watched Switchy's Iceberg video. It's a gay porno between Tyler and Alejandro, and it looks so real that it looks like it's part of the show. Don't look it up. Don't watch it. I made that mistake. Total Drama is in hell. This is a fan theory saying that total drama takes place in hell, and that's it. Um, Obviously, this is not true, but it's a fun thing to think about. TDA was retconned. So I actually had to do some research on this. So what I found out due to a Reddit post on, Reddit, was that the theory was that Total Drama Action was retconned because of the different like actions that people did during World Tour, aka things like Harold and Duncan having a little rivalry, Lashana lying and falling from grace, uh, Harold voting Lashana, Heather and Lashana apparently having a friendship. Owen, when he was a mole, was never mentioned, and all of these things were not addressed at all in World Tour. I know that there is like the little thing of not addressing winners because everybody's winner is different, but just not addressing anything at all that happened in action is kind of weird. But I don't think they retconned this at all. I think they just didn't want to mention anything from past seasons during World Tour. Ella is real. Um, no, she fucking ain't. Now, at the very bottom of the iceberg is every copy of Total Drama is personalized. This is not true. This is just something that was popularized by the Mario 64 iceberg, which is the iceberg that kicked off this entire iceberg fan stuff or whatever. But it's not true. Alright, thank you for watching this video. Everything on this iceberg that I mentioned, or didn't mention, in fact, probably because I did not know it. Things I did not mention were either things I did not know or didn't want to mention to begin with. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. Again, this video was inspired by Switchy, and I will put his channel in the description if you want to go check out his original video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more content like the iceberg videos, then I will gladly be able to make more of them. Just I have to get used to actually being able to make these because these take a long time to make. But other than that, I hope to see you guys in the next one, and peace.